Your resume is not just a piece of paper that automatically gets you hired. Hello everyone, my name is Tailor and this is Caffeinated Careers. Today we're going to talk about your resume. You are competing in this market amongst hundreds and hundreds of qualified people, and I want to share 5 tips today that will help set your resume apart from the crowd. Tip number 1, your resume is a living, breathing document. I mean, I'm not saying that it actually is breathing, but you need to constantly update it. Whether you are adding a certification, whether you are keyword matching on your resume based on the job description, you need to update your resume for the most part every single job. And the reason I say for the most part is because some roles you might have the perfect match of all of the keywords that showcase how you're qualified to the recruiter. Because remember, the recruiter, the hiring manager does not know you. So you need to essentially sell yourself. And in order to sell yourself, you need to constantly update your resume. Now, I'm not saying go crazy with it. Most of the time, your resume editing, updating for every job is going to take less than 5 minutes. Tip number 2. You need a master resume. Your master resume is essentially a database resume. And what I mean by that is that it has every single job that you've ever held. It has every single degree that you ever have. It has every single certification, every single accomplishment, every single job duty that you ever have. And when you are applying to a new job, when you're starting a new search, you want to take this resume and create a new copy of your resume and tailor this resume to the jobs that you're applying to. Essentially, you want to ensure that the resume, that you have something to work off of. If you're new to the job search, start now. Start creating your master resume right now. Tip number 3, focus on accomplishments, not just job duties. In this job market, you're competing against hundreds and hundreds of other qualified people and also hundreds and hundreds of others unqualified people. So the recruiter has to sort through a lot of resumes, and in order for them to effectively pick you, because you might be the right fit, you need to not just tell them what you did when you did and what your job duties were, right? You also need to tell them what you accomplished. We live in a capitalistic society. Employers want to hire someone that can produce value for them, and your accomplishments is exactly going to do that. Now, I have created 2 methods to help you write resume bullet points. I'm going to put the link down in the comments in the description below. Make sure to check it out. It's called the caffeine method or the cafe method, and it essentially helps you expand on your resume accomplishment bullet points. Tip number 4. You want to skip anything that's not essential to your work history. Objective statement, references needed or references available, any statement about references. You want to remove any work history, any educational certification, anything that is not needed out of your resume. That goes in the master resume. Remember that. You also want to remove any non-quantifiable verbs. By non-quantifiable verbs, I mean passionate, dedicated, problem solver, energetic, right? Those things don't come across on your resume, right? Your resume is a piece of paper. Remove all of that. We only want action verbs. We don't want non-quantifiable passive verbs. Tip number 5. Tailoring your resume should not take more than 5 minutes. I'm a huge believer of lazy job search. And one of the ways you can make your job search lazy is to ensure that you are not taking more than 5 minutes in tailoring your resume. If it takes you more than 5 minutes, you're applying to too many jobs and you're applying to a broad breadth of jobs. 5 minutes. Like less than that, right? Just pick the job keywords from the job descriptions, add them onto the keywords that are matching on your resume, and just swap those out. Control F, Control R works wonders. And here's a bonus tip. Remove all of the charts, pictures, infographics, anything that you found on any Canva template essentially that rates your skills or has a picture or a pictograph, anything like that. Just remove that. It is wasting space on your resume. Your resume is valuable real estate. Do not waste space. And there you have it. 5 essential resume tips that I would implement today if I was looking for a job right now. These are tips that I tell my family and friends to implement. These are tips that I know work for your resume, to make your resume stand out. Remember, your personal marketing tool is your resume. It is the first thing anybody is going to find out about you during the job search, and you want to make that marketing document as marketable as possible. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and until next time, stay caffeinated.